Good morning, everybody. It's the Savagestacker. Okay, spot price is up. Things are kind of crazy in the markets these days, and a lot of us are still in accumulation mode. There is a lot of new stackers out there, a lot of new channels, a lot of new good people in the community, and a lot of people have the question, is it a good time to continue to stack precious metals? Now, I've made videos on this before, and let me tell you this. A few years of stacking, I have not really looked back and went, man, I really wish I didn't buy metals then. I'm just buying metals at the current market price, and I'm happy that I got the metals. I was happy I accumulated. And the cool thing is when metals spikes, I go, dang, I just made some money, right? It pulls back down, I go, oh man, I lost some money. It fluctuates so often. Does it really even matter? Does the spot price? My alarm clock got me again. That is the most frustrating thing ever when you're on a roll and then the alarm goes off. It's super frustrating. Sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. Okay. Does it really matter? When I'm sitting here, 2 years later after crazy times in 2020, crazy high premiums, we started paying $30 an ounce for silver, no problem at all. We thought it was going to the moon. I'm still sitting on some $30 silver. And yes, there are plenty of people that come by this channel going, silver was $30 an ounce 2 years ago, and look at it, it's pulled so far back. You silver stackers are silly. You guys shouldn't be stacking that stuff, right? And I am so grateful that I did stack this stuff at any price. I really am. And I can't really put into words why I'm so just happy that I purchased at any price. I've made a lot of stacking mistakes, and I'm not trying to pump silver. I'm not trying to pump gold, but I was making decent money. I couldn't rub two pennies together. The economy was going in the crapper and things were rising. The price was going up, and I just, no matter how much money I made, I was living paycheck to paycheck. And just knowing that I have this in my stack today really helps me pay attention to my spending, pay attention to my savings, pay attention to my future. That, we think that we are paying attention to our future or doing the best things for our future, but we don't look at it in a 10-year, 20-year projection. We look at it for next year or next season or next spring or next holiday or whatever, just next day. And there's been so many times that I've gone to the local coin shop and purchased a 2020 Buffalo 2 months after the 2020 Buffaloes came out, right? I mean, somebody purchased it and they went back and sold it 2 months later. And I am very grateful that I started even doing this, and I'm able to rub not only two nickels or pennies or dimes together, but I can rub these two 10-ounce bars together right here. I can rub $400 together. I could rub $2,000 together. I could rub $10,000 together now, and I was not able to do that before stacking. Now, there are a few of you that come by this channel that you're pretty well off. You make some good money. You do some large purchases. You have something to fall back on. But for me, I didn't. I grew up extremely poor, and this has changed my life tremendously. It's helped me learn to save. It's helped me learn to do a lot of things. So when I see metals go up, it doesn't faze me. Right? Do I plan on making a big purchase this weekend after metal's gone up $1.50, $2 an ounce? No, I do not. My LCS does not open on Mondays, and there's a reason for that, because he wants to see what is going on with the markets by Tuesday. It's usually done as fluctuation for the week, especially when it closes high or low on Friday. He stay closed on Monday. It usually levels off, and by Tuesday, he knows what he needs to do, right? And there's a reason for that. I've talked to him about it. He's like, yeah, Mondays, things are crazy. The markets do weird things, and you want to know what happens with the markets. Tuesday, usually you can find out what's going on. And that is how I've tried to base my purchases. I if the metals have went up on Friday, I'm not trying to buy Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Tuesday comes around, once the markets settle out, that'd be the day that I would be buying metals. And that is just for me. But all in all, if you're still in accumulation mode, you don't give two whatever's what I'm saying. You're going to buy no matter what. I was buying no matter what, and I know that a lot of you out there, with the things that are going on in this world, geopolitical and fuel prices and shortages and fuel shortages and food shortages and bottlenecks and cars and CVs and all these different things going on in the world, does it really matter? I don't think metals are going to stay that low for very long. I really don't. It's coming to a head. We are coming into a time in our history that was like the early 19th century, you know? We're famine, pandemics, war. Those are things that we are headed to right now. We are going into that cycle again in our history. And I don't think that worrying about $1 or $2 at spot is a thing that I would be worried about right now. I'm really not. I don't care that in 2020 I bought silver at $30 an ounce. I don't care in 2019 that I bought silver at $19 an ounce. I don't care right now that I made a huge purchases for $22 an ounce. It helped me cost average out my stack, making these nice big purchases in July and August. And with things getting worse in our world, I don't think that anybody else should care about the price of spot right now either. Now, the premiums, if you can find a way to beat premiums, or if you can find a way to get money back on credit cards, or have a LCS that trades some of this or some of that towards premiums to get money off, then so be it. You know, I got my other LCS over there. He'll take junk, beat up, cracked, broken pieces of gold, like jewelry that's been smashed or ran over by a car. He'll take that stuff and he'll pay you a good price, just gold is gold price, and he'll take that off your purchase of your bullion. And there's ways to try to beat premiums. And I think if you can, be crafty right now, I think you can get ahead of the game. There's ways to make those premiums disappear if you do it right. And there are some people in this community that do it, and I'm like, wow, great job, And there are, so many options out there, from Facebook to Instagram, people in the community, and YouTube that are willing to give a deal so they can get more than what if they sold it to a coin shop or online dealer. And you're getting a good price, they're getting a good price, and it just helps out, So if you can find a way to beat your premiums, I would continue to buy right now like there's no tomorrow. And I am slowing down a little bit because it's the season where work slows down, and I got a lot of birthdays in December. A lot of birthdays. My birthdays, my daughter's birthdays, my wife's was yesterday. So my son's was a week before that. And, we're all at the end of the year, so I have to be careful how much I spend and make sure my savings are tight. But if you're in accumulation mode, you don't care about $1 or $2 over spot. You don't care about price on, the spot price going up $1 or $2. We're still in accumulation mode. You're just going to keep on grinding it out anyways. So who really even cares? But try to find a way to hustle yourself out of those premiums. There are ways to do it. You got to be crafty. You got to figure it out. And I've seen people literally go to yard sales and estate sales and find 925 silver plates, bowls, cups, spoons, whatever. Take that into the LCS and then pay them for that, and then turn around and buy bullion with whatever money they brought in with, and to help knock the price off. I've seen people do that. Pretty crafty little deal right there. I don't have enough time to go search like the, all them stores and the secondhand stores and all that stuff. But I have seen people do that before. I've seen people scrap metals, go down and turn in metals and cans and all that and change and all that, and use that money that they've had just kind of laying around to knock the premiums off metals. I've seen different crafty little things to help save some money on precious metals. I know people that sell metals and make a short margin, and they turn around and flip stuff that's popular, right? And they make some money on it, and they use only that money there that they make off that in profit on metals, and they consider it free gold and silver. And that is a really smart one. And there's quite a few people getting into that lately. And but it is doable. The market's still out there. People are still making money doing it that way. So just gotta be crafty. And to me, I still think it's a great time to buy. I am not gonna be purchasing anything this weekend because it just went up a couple dollars an ounce. But maybe by Tuesday, I'll purchase some more. It's that time of year where I'm not buying a lot. I might be buying a 10-ounce bar, maybe only 5 ounces, maybe 20 ounces if the price is right. So I'm not buying 70, 80, 100 ounces at a time right now. I'm not buying, an ounce of gold at a time, maybe a 10th ounce or a quarter ounce. But I am out there trying to be crafty and find ways to beat these premiums. So if you can come up with a good idea, well, I wish you the best. There are ugly times ahead of us, and if you believe in stacking and you're stacking because of what's going on in the world, I say that it's a good deal at any price. That's just the way I look at it. And because I was not able to rub 2 nickels together before to have money in my pocket and a future for my children, now through finding precious metals at any price, even 2020 prices, I was still able to save for our future. Thank you everybody for coming by. It is the Savagestacker. Remember to hit that bell icon down there so you can get updated on my videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. The Savagestacker is over and out.